let's take a hardware tour of the DLZ Creator. The first thing you're going to notice is the beautiful 10.1-inch full-color touchscreen display. It's going to have everything that you need at a glance, so you can have the confidence when you're recording or running your show to see everything that you need without having to jump through menus or anything like that. DLZ Creator gives you plenty of ways to capture your content. Record button is going to allow you to record either to an SD card or to a USB thumb drive, either multi-track or stereo recording. And you can record or live stream via USB-C. You've got your auto mix feature that's going to allow you to control all 4 microphones, even if people are speaking at the same time. The quick control knobs are going to give you control over your headphone outputs and the parameters of your processors. You've got 6 sample pads with 4 different banks, all available to you with one-touch access. Onyx 80 microphone preamps give you pristine sound quality even for gain-hungry microphones without needing any extra equipment like a booster. So you got plenty of I/O. You've got your input and outputs. You got 4 combo inputs that take microphone or instrument connections, either dynamic or condenser. You've got 1/4-inch line level inputs. You've also got digital formats which come over SD or USB thumb drive, as well as a USB connection to your computer. And we have call-in support over Bluetooth as well. You have 4 headphone outputs, 100mm faders that feel amazing, and your mutes and your solos. All the tools that you need to create your podcast. What's going on, everybody? I'm Brad Gagne, Mackie's Senior Product Specialist, and I'm here to introduce to you a product that's different than anything else, the DLZ Creator. DLZ Creator is more than an audio interface and a mixer. It's an advanced content creation studio designed to help you be a better content creator. The DLZ Creator has selectable user control modes that adapt to your experience level from easy to pro. So easy mode is a no-fuss workflow designed for the user that's more concerned about the final results than they are about learning how to operate the gear. Now we have an enhanced mode is for the user that has some audio experience. Maybe they know about EQ. They want a little bit more control, but they don't want to be overwhelmed with too many options. And pro mode is for the pro user, your sound engineers out there, those guys that know the sound they want and how to get it. DLZ control modes transform the on-screen controls without sacrificing sound quality or processing power. DLZ Creator's Mix Agent technology helps you work faster and smarter. The Setup Assistant walks you through connecting all of your gear. The auto gain setting allows you to talk into the microphone and it will set the gain for you. Auto Mix manages up to 4 microphone levels even when everyone's speaking all at the same time. It allows you to stay creative and focused on hosting the show rather than fiddling with the faders. DLZ Creator is different than all the rest. With its built-in smarts and mix agent technology, it helps users of all experience levels create pro content faster. Mackie's been making pro audio equipment and audio gear for decades now, and DLZ Creator is the result of that expertise. Let's show you how fast it is to set up your first podcast using DLZ's Mix Agent Setup Assistant. The DLZ Creator has 3 unique control modes. The Setup Assistant exists across all 3 modes, from easy to enhanced to pro. You just turn on the Setup Assistant here and hit next. It's going to ask you to lift up all the faders to unity. That way it's making sure that you're getting the volume and you can hear what's going on. You've got your 4 combo inputs like we talked about earlier that both accept microphone signals, XLR, line, or instrument signals as well. You've got your 4 headphone outputs, and currently I've got my headphones plugged in. You've got your quick control knobs here on the right with a music bed playing that's going to allow you to set the levels and listen back, so that way you're getting a proper level to listen to. And if you're having trouble, we even have a headphone help section here that will walk you through a couple troubleshooting processes. And at this process with the Mix Agent, I'm able to select the microphone, hit next, currently using the EM99B, and I've got the option to listen and set for me, and this is the automatic gain setting. So as I do that, I'll talk into the microphone and it's going to automatically set the level for me. I've got a volume control as well for my sample pads to make sure that I'm getting a good level for those. Go ahead and hit next as well, and I've got options to hook up studio monitors or my main outputs if necessary. Now you're all set and you're ready to go. So the easy mode is for the user, again, that's more concerned about the final results than they are about operating the gear. So let's dive into the easy mode and see how quick it is to get your podcast up and running fast. We'll select the easy mode. You've got your channel tabs up here at the top. You're able to select a preset. You can go back to some of the ones that you've already saved or load one that we've got already built in here for you. You've got option to label it or change the icon. You can do that or color code it. So we'll go ahead and select one for it. Here, let's choose that. And then you're able to name the channel if you'd like as well. So we'll just put VO for voiceover. Let's go ahead and hit enter. So now I've changed the icon, named the channel, and I've color coded it as well. I've got the microphone setup here, so I can select the microphone setup. And it's the same thing that we walked through with the setup assistant here. I can choose the microphone that I'm using, the EM99B. We'll go ahead and hit next. I've got the automatic gain setting here, so I can hit listen and set for me. So as I'm talking into the microphone, it will again set the level for me. Hit next. Up here at the top, you'll notice that our overview, channel, media, snapshots, and samples are all the same through all modes. And that's the easy mode. It's very simple, very quick, get you up and running, sounding professional right away. We all know how hard it is when you're trying to stay creative while hosting a show, while also trying to control the levels of your guest at the same time. Well, with our auto mix feature, this allows you to give microphone priority and automatically shares gain between the 4 different microphone channels on the DLZ Creator. So let's take a look at the auto mix feature. When in the overview window, selecting auto mix, I have the option here to select which channels should be included when using the auto mixer. So I select the auto mixer here, and on channel 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can assign which microphones I want to have priority during my show. So let's go ahead and turn on all of the channels. And then here I can set priority of the microphone. So since I'm using channel 1, I'm going to place my microphone in a high priority. The other microphones, I could set them medium, or I could even set them in low. And what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that the host of the show is always on top. We know what it's like when multiple people are talking over each other at the same time. So the auto mix feature is going to allow you to control and gain share between that to make sure the host of the show is always coming out on top. This prevents you from having to control faders and run the mixer and the audio at the same time, and you can just focus on the creative process. When running a podcast or a live stream, you need to be able to have call-in support so you can interact with your guest in real time. And DLZ Creator offers that with its mix-minus capability over Bluetooth and over USB. On channel 910 here, I have the option of my channel source to choose either Bluetooth or SD or USB. Currently, I'm going to select Bluetooth and I'm going to connect my smartphone to the mixer, and this is going to enable me to have call-in support. And with the mix-minus toggled on, this is going to ensure that the person that calls in onto my podcast, they only hear me and what's happening in the mixer, including the samples, audio bed, and all that, minus their own voice. That means there's not going to be any trouble with echo or anything like that. So now that we're connected over Bluetooth, I'm going to go ahead and call in a guest.
Hello.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
It's going great, Brad. How are you?
Good. I'm doing awesome. How does it sound?
You sound amazing.
Great. You do too. Thanks for calling in.
No worries, sir. Talk to you soon.
And as you can see, that's how easy it is to have call-in support over Bluetooth on your DLZ Creator. Now, as you get into the enhanced mode here, it's going to give you a little bit more control over the microphone. So I can go ahead right here and select either a dynamic or condenser, whatever I'm using. I'm currently using a dynamic microphone, so we'll go ahead and do that. I have the option again for the auto gain setting. I don't have to jump through the mix agent there. For the setup assistant, I can do that here automatically in the enhanced mode screen. And I've got the options to turn on my reverb and my delay. You have an advanced controls tab, and this is the advanced controls that you're going to get in the enhanced mode. So as you can see, I've got my input level, my gain. I have an option to turn my high pass filter off, so it'll roll out all that low end on the vocal for me. And then I've got the options here as well to go ahead and make some adjustments on my EQ. So if I want a little bit more bass in my voice, I can go ahead and turn that up. If I want to get rid of some of that nasally sound, I can go ahead and cut a little bit of those mid frequencies out, or I can even add a little bit of treble. If I don't like it, I can go ahead and toggle that off and turn the EQ off entirely if I want to. Now on the noise gate, this is going to allow me to turn that on and off. So if you got some surrounding noise happening, you can do that. And you've also got your compression toggle as well. And if you just want to get a little bit more compression, I can go ahead and slide the fader up on that and it will compress my sound just a little bit more. You also have the option to turn on your de-essing to get rid of those sibilants and plosive sounds. So that's the advanced controls. And as we go over into the effects tabs, this is going to give you the option to adjust the level of the effect, which are both in-house designed at Mackie, which is awesome. So that's the enhanced mode and the different controls and features that you're going to get for the enhanced user. We're going to jump into the Pro mode. In the setup tab right here, you've got your preset, channel icon, name. You still have your auto gain settings, so you can set the level automatically. This one's also going to give you a pan option, so I can pan to the left, I can pan to the right, I can make it center. You've got a reverb send now, so instead of just turning on the effect, I now have the level of the amount I want of the effect on my channel available to me. So we'll go ahead and jump into the EQ tab. Now, as you can see, I've got my toggle to turn my EQ on and off. Right below that, we have our preset that you can actually load a EQ preset for each individual processor. I've got my high pass filter, which can be toggled on and off. And as you can see too, we can jump through the different bands here. Of course, it's a touch screen again, so I can select the band with my finger if I wanted to. But I can also move with the quick control knob, and I can make adjustments here where I can change the Q, the bell curve, if I want to. So if I want to grab more frequencies or tighten it up, I could boost, I could cut. You've got your gate tab here, which allows the sound to break through when you're talking into the sound source and prevent any outside noise. You have your compressor here. Again, you can turn on your compressor. You can adjust your attack time, your release time. You've got your makeup gain, your ratio, your thresholds, and all the stuff that you can do to adjust your sound. So with your de-esser here, you can sweep and find the frequency that's causing you trouble with the sibilants and plosives, and you can make the adjustments that you need to tamp that frequency down. In the Pro mode, we have this really cool feature with our headphone outputs. And on the right-hand side of the screen here, you have your headphone channels 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the Pro mode, I have a standard mix, which is just the main output. Whatever you're listening to would go to your headphones like any other standard mix. And that's available to you in both the easy and enhanced modes. In the Pro mode is that I have capabilities to select the headphone output and get a custom mix. So with the custom mix, I can actually go into the channels and I can give a custom mix to anybody else that's listening on this line. So you've got a quick mix feature, which is awesome. And I personally love this myself because it's going to give you the mix that you've already created that you love, that sounds amazing. But the guy that's sitting over there say, hey, I want just a little bit more of those samples. Can you give me just a little bit more of that? Or, hey, I want a little bit more of that Bluetooth channel. I need to hear the caller just a little bit better. So then I can quickly adjust a quick mix for that listener. It's great to mention that all of these features with the processing in your channel, from your EQ to your gate, to compressor, de-esser, all of these things are non-destructive. So a pro user could set this up for a user that's using it in easy mode. Now, all of this processing power and sound quality is still happening in the easy and enhanced modes, but all of these processors are hidden from the user in the easy mode, so you don't lose anything in the different modes that you're in.